This is the most beautiful movie featuring Hollywood's Drew Barrymore. It's also a thriller with poor concepts. At just 17, Barrymore displayed a beautiful face, charming figure, appealing temperament, and natural grace in the film. Some critics believe that this film is an important work in Drew Barrymore's acting career. It is a work that transformed her from innocence to sexiness. This program will bring you this thriller movie produced in the golden age of Hollywood. The Jade Sea Tide is also known as Night Terror. The heroine, Curly, is a rebellious high school girl. Curly was born in an American. The father, Lao Bai, is a director of a local TV station and is busy with work every day. The mother, Bai Shen, suffers from a serious lung disease and has been bedridden for many years. Sometimes she has to rely on an oxygen concentrator to maintain her breathing. Due to the negligence of their parents, the sisters look virtuous, introverted, and taciturn, but their personalities are very rebellious. Not only she often smokes, drinks, and lies, she takes her parents' words as the wind. One day, when she was sketching in the park, she met another girl of the same age. The girl's name was Ivy. She was also a high school student and from the same middle school as her. Ivy's rebelliousness was evident, unlike her calm exterior that hid inner defiance. She wore a miniskirt, had golden curly hair, bright lipstick, and a nose ring. She looked charming and seductive, which did not match her age. She watched from a distance. Ivy was swinging on the swing wantonly, showing off her sexiness as if no one was around. She felt a yearning in her heart. At this time, in the park, a stray dog was hit by a passing car on the road and was lying on the ground, dying. Wanmei ran over and looked at the dog, who was neither able to live nor die. She was at a loss for a moment. Who knew that Ai Wei, who arrived later, picked up an iron rod on the ground without hesitation and hit the dog hard. The dog was killed on the spot by a knife. The first reaction of the girl was to call it a disaster for Ivy's brutal behavior, but she soon realized that for a dog that was seriously injured and could not get timely treatment, a quick death might be the best relief. After the dog-killing incident, the girl and Ivy became inseparable and good sisters. On this day, the girl's father, Lao Bai, drove a good car to pick up his daughter from school. When Ivy first saw Lao Bai, she either intentionally or unintentionally displayed her sexiness and asked for a ride. Lao Bai looked at the charming girl in front of him who was about the same age as his daughter, and his first reaction was to refuse. However, under the insistence of his sister, Lao Bai still agreed to let Ivy get in the car. After getting the marriage, Ivy asked to sit in the front passenger seat on the grounds that she was carsick. The father and daughter had to agree. On the way to work, Ivy flirted with the front passenger seat and moved her youthful body at will. She secretly teased Lao Bai, over 50, igniting an unspoken desire for the beautiful girl beside him. Wanmei, who was sitting in the back seat of the car, was stupid and had no idea about it. In the following days, Wanmei and Ai Wei's relationship improved. She even invited her over. Ai Wei was very envious of Wanmei's pink villa that looked like a castle. It turned out that although Ai Wei dressed fashionably, she was from a poor family. Her parents died when she was young, and she was raised by her single aunt. At this moment, when she came to Wanmei's home as a guest, Ai Wei was like a child who saw a new toy, and was horrified for a moment. However, Wanmei's mother Bai Shen didn't like it from the bottom of her heart. Ivy, who wore a nose ring and dressed like a little sister, was bedridden for many years. Bai Shen was irritable, complaining that his daughter shouldn't bring home a girl of questionable character. After hearing this, Ivy calmly approached Bai Shen for a heart-to-heart chat. During the conversation, the oxygen concentrator mask that Bai Shen used to breathe broke down and could not breathe out oxygen. Ivy quickly put on the mask and fixed the oxygen concentrator. The mask was soon repaired. Ivy's minor action significantly altered Bai Shen's view of her. It's important to note that Bai Shen has a serious contagious lung disease. Her husband and daughter often maintain distance when speaking to her. Ivy, being young, had no taboos regarding Bai Shen's illness. This made